Okay, so let me tell you about my whole English journey and especially my British accent journey. So, as you know, when I was 3 years old, I started to learn British English. I had sang at school. I sang a poem. It was a Hindi one. The Ek Kawa Pyasatha. I sang it in Hindi and in that accent at the same time because I used to speak Hindi like this. It was my habit, and my principal noticed that. So in the podium, she asked my parents, "Do you speak in British English with her?" When she sang the poem, she sang it in Hindi and that accent. My parents became so happy that somebody got to know my unique habit. They started to teach me English and this accent. Although they don't know anything about it, they're from a Hindi medium school. So you watch English videos, make notes, and use them to teach me. And they don't let me speak in Hindi until I become 6. When I became 6 years old, now my parents were in a big tension. Now, how can we teach her Hindi? What if we had to give her admission to a Hindi coaching? So they taught me Hindi and English, and this is the end of my journey.
Hello, very good evening, Anna. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. I'm also doing well. And you?
Well, I'm Fidas Sadil. I'm doing pretty well from my end. Thanks for your kind concern. And I guess like this is the very first time we are interacting with each other, so it's better we will start from our introduction. So let me introduce myself first, and then I'll ask you. Okay? So shall I?
Yes, first you start.
Okay. Okay. So, well, my name is Shiv, and I born and brought up in India, and my native place is Uttarakhand. By profession, I'm a Central Government employee, and as far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my Master in English, Master in Commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my Master in Economics. This is my final year. Moreover, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications. And in addition to this, I do have my own YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv. So that's all from my side. If you have anything else, so you can ask. Otherwise, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'll introduce myself. So my name is Arna Shukla. I'm 9 years old. I study in class 4. I study in a public school. I live in the state of MP in its capital of Bhopal. And I also run a YouTube channel called The Arna. This is all about me.
Wow, that's really amazing. I'm delighted to hear your introduction. First of all, I would say hats off from my side because at this very early age, you started speaking English. Not only speaking, you have a very good British accent. So just because of this, out of box, this question came to my mind suddenly. How did you learn this British accent and how anyone else who wants to learn this accent, how he can learn the same accent as you have. Please go ahead.
For learning British accent, how I learned is I didn't go any coaching or do any special thing for this. I just used some tongue twisters and also some British tips for sounding like a British person.
Okay, so like how much time you have taken in order to adapt and acquire this accent? Like how long you have been speaking the same accent in British accent here?
Can you please repeat?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm asking you like how long you have been speaking in British accent?
Since in the tender age of 3.
Wow, that's really unbelievable because I've been talking to many speakers, but I haven't found anyone who is speaking English in such a magnificent and splendid way as you are speaking. And having a foreign accent, something that I would say cherry on the cake because your English is really good. There's no flaws at all. In addition to this, you have a very beautiful British accent. It's really phenomenal. So great. And my next question for you, like, what made you to learn this language? Like, when did you start? How did you start? And what are the impediments you have faced while learning this language? So, would you mind if you narrate the story of learning this language?
Okay, so let me tell you about my whole English journey and especially my British accent journey. So, as you know, when I was 3 years old, started to learn British English. I had sang at school. I sang a poem. It was a Hindi one. The egg coa pyasatha. I sang it in Hindi and in that accent at the same time because I used to speak Hindi like this. It was my habit, and my principal noticed that. So in the podium, she asked my parents, "Do you speak in British English with her?" When she sang the poem, she sang it in Hindi and that accent. My parents became so happy that somebody got to know my unique habit. They started to teach me English and this accent. Although they don't know anything about it, they're from a Hindi medium school. So they you watch English videos, make notes, and use them to teach me. And they don't let me speak in Hindi until I become six. When I became 6 years old, now my parents were in a big tension. Now, how can we teach her Hindi? What if we have to give her admission to a Hindi coaching? So they taught me Hindi and English, and this is the end of my journey.
Wow, that's really, really remarkable, and I would say it's really awesome. Because I've seen many people, they have been trying a lot in order to adapt and acquire foreign accent, but most of them are totally failed. And I've talked to many people, yeah, of course, they tried a lot and they try to speak in foreign accent, but the way they speak, anyone easily understand, like they haven't learned it in a natural way. They are just trying to fake their accent and they are pretending like they can speak like a native speakers. And moreover, like I would say, talking our own native language, maybe our Indian language or in Indian accents, not a crime. I don't even hate on like in my Indian accent. I love it. But in my case, I have some problem. When I did my schooling from Hindi medium school, and in my initial days, I was such a terrible and awful speaker of English, and because of that, many people insulted and criticized me a lot. And the time I was so hopeless and nervous, I was anxious about my spoken English. From there, I started learning this language, but luckily, I get a platform, an application where I started talking with different native speakers around the world. Most of them they were from United States and United Kingdom, and some of them from Canada and Australia as well. So intentionally, I haven't tried to learn any accent. As in your case, you have tried and you have adopted in a natural way. That's really admirable. But in my case, I wasn't in a mode of speaking the way I'm speaking right now. But since I talk to them a lot, because every day I had to talk with them, so I got a bit influence of the accent on my spoken English. Later on, I came to know, okay, fine, forget about accent and all, but at least I need to work on upon my pronunciation. So just because of that reason, I started learning IPA, that is International Phonetic Alphabet. I hope you heard about it. So I started learning those 44 sounds, like 24 consonant and 20 vowel sound. So this is how I started learning this language. And my way of speaking is a bit different from the way all Indian speakers speaks in English. Yeah, that's all from my side. If you have any more questions that you want to ask, please you can ask.
Well, yes, I do have one question. Like I have noticed that your accent looks kind of foreign too. So I want to know which accent are you speaking?
I'm not seeking for any accent, neither American nor British. I'm okay with my own neutral accent. It's my own neutral accent, which I have developed for myself only. Maybe like there are many people who think that I'm trying to speak in different accent, but intentionally I'm not doing it. It means like if you come to my home and talk to me in English, I'll speak in the same way as I'm speaking right now. I'm not forcing my mind or my brain, my tongue, and everything in order to speak as I'm speaking, or like everything is coming out naturally and smoothly. So as I shared before that since I started learning this language, I've been speaking the same way as I'm speaking right now. So I don't have any particular accent, but the way I speak, I would say it's kind of mixed accent of American, British, and Indian. Yeah. But I hope the way I'm speaking right now, it's understandable to you. So can you understand me clearly?
Yes, I can understand you.
Okay, that's great. So I would suggest to everyone, rather running behind an accent, just try to improvise your pronunciation. Why I'm saying this? Because if you have a very neutral pronunciation, if you improvise your pronunciation, so anyone can understand you in the same way as you want to make them understand, then no matter which part of globe he or she belongs to, because accent is universal. It is worldwide accepted if you pronounce the word in a correct way. But when it comes to accent, accent has some limitations. For example, in your case, those who are acquainted with British accent and those who have heard this accent before, they can understand you very easily. But if you talk to a beginner or someone who don't even know about this accent, I'm sure is going to ask a question to you. Sorry, Anna, I didn't get your point. What did you say? Because he would not able to understand you very soon. But that's totally fine. And I would say, or if you have adopted this accent, I would suggest you just try to learn it very like completely and naturally. Whatever the segments and aspect this language have, try to touch every single step of this accent. It means whenever you speak in British accent, maybe the people who are listening to you, they can understand you in a same way as you want to make them understand. Right? And yeah, I'm done. If you have any more question, you can ask.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Like, what
And
is your profession?
uh, come again. What did you say?
What is your profession?
Okay, my profession, as I shared before, I'm a central government employee. I'm working as a clerk in forest department.
Also, can you tell me what you do in it?
Can you tell me what? Sorry.
So, can you please tell me what you do in it?
Um, Nothing special. I do have some official work, like I have to make some presentation. I have to do some file work, documentary work, and I'm a computer operator as well. So that's all I do.
Computer operator. That's good.
Yes. So my last question for you: what do you want to become in your life? What's your dream?
I
What
want,
you thought about it?
I
Yeah.
want to become the doctor for the Indian Army.
Wow, incredible! I'm totally awestruck and baffled. You want to become a doctor in Indian Armed Force, right?
Yes, because in Army they also have for great doctors.
Mm, that's true. And I hope you are aware of that. If you want to become a doctor, you have to study hard. You have to be very much laborious in nature. You believe on your perseverance, and you have to be very much focused about your study now. So, as I can say, like in this early age, if you can speak English in such a nice and effective way, I'm damn sure he can definitely become a doctor as well. Yeah. So, do you have any more question you want to ask?
Okay, so as you mentioned, you're from Uttarakhand, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I've also been to Uttarakhand.
Oh, that's really nice. When you had visited over here?
This year on 23rd of June. Can I tell where we have visited?
Yeah, please go ahead. Why not?
We went to the mountains of Badrinath. The mountains were awesome. And also, when we went to a river which wasn't deep at all, it was safe for us to walk. Also, it had so many rocks. So, and also, we took a bath at Ganga River in the Rishikesh and Haridwar. And also, so we went to Masuri. It was really, really great. And also, we
Wow,
went to a
that's really
zoo.
amazing. Okay,
Have you ever
I
visited?
guess you are talking about Deer Park, Fancy Deer Park. Are you talking about that one?
Can you please repeat?
Mansi Deer Park in Masuri Road or Rajpur, I guess, on the way of Masuri. There's a zoo.
Um, no, actually, I don't remember this trip much. But I hope you have visited those places I have mentioned, right?
Sure, why not travel? Like I visited to Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, every single place because this is my birthplace and being a Uttarakhandi, I must visit to all these places. Yeah, correct.
And
And
also, we went to
that's great.
Dehradun too.
Mhm.
To Dehradun too.
Yeah, actually, I'm from Dehradun only. I live in Dehradun only.
That's really good.
Yeah. So anyway, Anna, sorry. It was really nice talking to you. I think we have done with our questions, and it was a really fruitful and productive conversation for each other. Like many of our viewers, they can understand like how they can adapt and acquire this British accent which you have, and moreover, I've enjoyed this whole session. Hopefully you as well. So we'll talk about some of the topics some other day, and let's wind up the session, right?
Yes, yes, and I also enjoyed this conversation a lot with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It means me a lot, and you made my day. So keep talking, keep learning, keep improving, keep practicing, keep improvising your British accent, and just be the best version of yourself. Wish you all the best, little sister, for your upcoming dreams and journey you have started since so far, right?
Yeah, right. And big thank you for your kind words. So bye.
Goodbye, take care, have a nice day ahead.